Hi viewers and subscribers, thanks for joining me for this week's love reading. Today we're going to be focusing on the energy affecting us in our love lives. But before I begin, I just wanted to tell you guys, be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video because I have a really exciting announcement to make about my private readings that I'm sure you guys are going to really not want to miss out on. Okay, so for my general readings, I'm doing a new thing called 3 for 3, and it makes a little bit more sense in my general readings, but basically I have 3 decks, and I'm going to be picking 3 cards from each, and that will be your general love reading. Remember, this is general, and so I want to make sure you guys know that maybe not all of this is going to, work for you guys, but there is going to be at least 1 or 2 messages that are really going to hit home for you guys, and I've been getting some great feedback letting me know that some of this stuff's really been changing my clients' lives, so I'm really, really glad about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and just focus on 1 deck at a time, okay? All right. Okay, so this is exciting. You guys, I'm really excited for you guys, seriously. Okay, so you guys got the King of Angels, the Turnaround, and the Divine Order. Okay, so this is a non-traditional tarot deck, but it's based on love. So I just wanted to say the King of Angels is the same as the King of Wands. Okay, and this guy, okay, for some of you guys, this is going to represent the person that you're interested in, whether it's a male, female, and no matter what kind of relationship you're in, okay? And this person is somebody who is like really sat with their feelings and really come to a situation where they feel like ready to express those feelings because they're not like afraid of them, and they're not having issues between their head and their heart with them, and all of that kind of good stuff. So when the King of Angels comes up, you've got a person that has pretty much made up their mind about their love issues. So this person knows what they're feeling, and they know what they want, and so soon they're going to be communicating that to you. For instance, this is for this week. A lot of you guys are going to be getting some communication. The turnaround, for a lot of you guys, this relationship's going to be really, like, kind of doing a 180, okay? A lot of you, and I really want to say that a lot of you guys are in situations that are less than ideal. It's going to start, turning around. It's going to start getting to a point where you are feeling more comfortable. And some of the things that you've been wanting, you're going to see reflected back at you, okay? So basically what you've been putting into this relationship, you're going to get back. And that's going to start this week, okay? So given that this person knows what they're feeling, they've made up their mind, and all of that kind of stuff, they're about to give you what they want, or what you want. And I just want to remember, make you guys aware of the idea that sometimes what we want is just to be clear about something. And so I don't want to ever deliver messages that are wrong. And it's for this reason why I want to mention that for some of you guys, this turnaround is just going to be them telling you how they feel and that they're not ready for a relationship. But for others, it's going to be them turning around and saying, hey, I actually do want something. And just because of this last one, being so positive, I really think it's going to be more in the positive direction, and we'll just have to see what the other cards say, okay? And the last one is the Divine Order. We've got equilibrium, okay? So this is kind of like balance, okay? This kind of has to do with the turnaround in that, you've got 2 people that, and one of them wants something, and let's pretend like that person's you want something, or you don't want something, okay? And then you've got this other person that's in your relation, the person you're having a relationship with, the person that you're holding in your heart, somebody like that. And when you have divine order and equilibrium, basically what you're doing, they're mirroring, okay? When you move forward, they move forward. When you move back, they move back, okay? So just know that you're going to really be getting what you put out this week. And that's been doubled down on with the turnaround and divine order. And you'll see in the pictures that I include at the end, because I always include pictures of the cards at the end, so make sure that you see that. That the turnaround is a mirror image on the card, and that's part of why I'm talking about mirroring in relationships. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what this deck. All right, guys. We are still getting the Make the Effort card. Really, if you want this in your life, you've got to do a little bit of work for yourself. And I don't mean necessarily work on yourself, although there are some of you out there that probably do need to work on yourself. And I'm just saying that because we're human. You know, I need to work on myself. I know that much. But Make the Effort is really encouraging you that, you know, you can be an active participant in this relationship. And for those of you who are already paired up, make sure that you're letting them know what you want. For example, let's pretend like I want my husband to know that I want to go on more dates with him. I could tell him, you know, it really felt great when we watched that movie together the other night. I just really liked how that felt. I'd really like to do that more. And that way you're not saying, hey, watch this movie with me tomorrow. You're not making a demand. You're just letting this other person know what makes you feel good. And you're giving them an open-ended way of letting them know what they can do to keep making you feel better. And I'm telling you guys, people in relationships with people that they care about, they want to solve any kind of problem that they see, okay? So if they're sitting here like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to make this person happy, I don't know, you know, and all of that kind of stuff, if you tell them how they can make you happy, oh my gosh, they love it. So this card is basically saying make the effort. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to throw yourself at somebody. It just means that you've got to give them some feedback so that they know what they're doing right. You know, a lot of the partners out there and a lot of the people that we're attracted to out there aren't fully aware that, you know, that they make us feel good. So we need to make sure that we're telling them that. Another thing, and this might also be why some of you guys are holding back, it is safe for you to love, okay? Right now, like there have been times in your past, and I'm actually starting to feel like physically this heaviness, you know. There has been times in your past where you have been in relationships that are just, gosh, they're just not healthy for you. You know, they're just not good for you. I'm not saying that the whole relationship was horrible. I'm just saying that some of the stuff, it's almost like it kind of tried to squeeze out your light, or there was some aspect of yourself where you didn't feel like you could really be that person, or you felt maybe stifled. For those of you that are, you know, are resonating with this, it's okay for you to love now. It's safe. It's safe. The person that you're interested in is a safe person. And that doesn't necessarily mean that this person's going to return your feelings. It just means that it's safe to explore love again with the person that you have on your heart, okay? They're not going to hurt you. And it's not going to be unreasonable the way that they respond to you. But I can say that making the effort and it's safe for you to love is both saying like, hey, you know, this is going to be a good thing. This is going to turn into a good thing. And I really think that that's more of what you guys are going to see. And then here's the card that I was waiting for to confirm the first three cards to see, you know, is this going to be a good thing or, you know, or what? Well, it's going to be a good thing because we got the engagement card, and every time the engagement card comes up, that means that your relationship's going to move to a new level. And it's all about defining your relationship and defining where it's going, where it's moving. And it could be something as simple as being like, oh, I really like you as a friend. Just confirming that you're in that inner circle, right? Or it could be something as big as an actual engagement, okay? Like, a lot of people are getting engaged in the past few weeks, apparently. Because seriously, you know, a lot of my clients are being like, yep, that engagement card came up. That's because, yeah, I'm getting engaged. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're going to get some proposals, some of you guys, okay? But really, engagement is more about just redefining the relationship, and it's always about moving up, not moving down. And while it's not going to apply to all of you, most of you guys are going to get like a positive boost in your relationship this week. So this is really positive here, guys. Okay, and we've got another card that comes up when you guys need to do something. We've got the action card, okay, and this is just basically being courageous in love. It's safe for you to love, you know, you can make the effort. Here's just another confirmation, you know, you can take some actions. And again, taking actions doesn't mean throwing yourself at somebody. I mean, if you want to go ahead and do that and that's your style, go ahead, okay? Just whatever works, right? But I mean, for most of you, it can just be like, you know, sending a message like, hey, I was just wondering how you're doing. Or it could be something as simple as just smiling at somebody. Action doesn't necessarily have to be a huge thing in order for it to be action. It's just doing something positive in your relationship that maybe you wouldn't have done earlier. And if you're the kind of person that might be like, oh my gosh, there he is, you know, I was that person at once, okay? So I'm not making fun of anybody, I promise. But if you're one of those people that's like that, you know, maybe not cover yourself up. Maybe be like, hi, you know, or, I mean, that sounds kind of scary, like, in my mind when I'm thinking back on the way that I was when I was like that. So yeah, taking action can be as simple as just, you know, being a little bit more courageous and being a little bit more bold. And, I mean, I'm sure that, you know, with so many American movies that are out at this point, talking that, you know, especially the Marvel movies, where you've got a superhero talking about like how they're afraid, you know, you hear this message a lot. So it might sound trite, but it really applies, and that's why I'm bringing it up. You know, you can only be courageous and brave when you're afraid, okay? So if you're afraid, that's good, okay? That means that you can prove to yourself that you can be a little bit more brave than you thought you could be. So that's awesome. We've also got cause and effect. And I really do think that this kind of speaks back to that mirroring that we were talking about, and, you know, that, you know, kind of like balancing out everything. Cause and effect is like, you know, if I move forward, you move forward. You know, if I move back, they move back. Now, I mean, some people you'll move forward and they'll run away, right? But, you know, right now, the energy right now is that what you're going to be doing, the person in your heart is going to be doing too. So make certain that basically that you're treating them the way that you want to be treated. And I mean, that might seem like such a simple message, like, oh yeah, thanks, I could have figured that out myself, I've wasted my time watching this, but like, it's so important to know that. And so, yeah, again, you know, you are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. So it's like, I mean, it's not just in the physical plane too. I mean, I'm glad that I read that. It's not just in the physical plane. It's also in our thoughts, in our hearts, in our spirit. You know, if we're constantly talking about like, I can't believe he didn't take out the trash. Oh my gosh. We're surrounding this person that, you know, we love with this like, didn't take out the trash, you know, and all of that negativity. Now, I'm not telling you to let them get off with not taking out the trash, okay? If they're not taking out the trash, they need to know, you know, hey, not going to tolerate that. And I say that because the next one is tolerance. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. I actually think this is the one card in this whole reading that actually isn't talking about love life only. When I do love readings, I also think about relationships that might be affecting the love relationships. And sometimes when we have our heart on somebody, the way that we treat the people around us, like our friends or maybe our family members, can really have an effect on our love life. So I think that in this case, you guys are being called to practice some tolerance for beliefs and ideas that might first strike you as like, ugh, I don't know. That's not true. That couldn't be true, right? You know, and stuff like that. You know, things that are just like, wait a minute, I don't know if I'm so good with that. You know, when you have those kinds of, I don't know, knee-jerk reactions, and I'm not telling you guys that you're closed-minded. Everybody has those. But, you know, when you're having those kinds of mental, like, hold on, you know, moments, just know that, you know, hear them out. Just for fun, just as an experiment. Hear these people out and see if maybe what they have to offer or what they're saying or what they're sharing might be something you can be like, okay, I see that you feel that. Wow, you know, and just, you know, really, you know, just really being excited that somebody has shared a different point of view with you. You'll find that in general you'll be a lot more compassionate when you practice tolerance. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm going to put up the pictures, and then after that, remember that message. Hi, thanks for staying till the end of my video. I have a special promotion going right now, and it's going to go through the end of 2018, so you guys can take advantage of this anytime from now until December 31st, 2018. And what it is you can get $10 off any reading as long as it's either a video reading or a chat reading. And in order to take advantage of this, all you have to do is send me an email at momentsare.yt@gmail.com and let me know that you'd like $10 off a reading. Now, you can look at the services that I provide on my website, and I'll go ahead and put that on screen so you'll know where to find that too. Again, I really appreciate all of you, and if you enjoy my videos, go ahead and like, subscribe, you know, leave me a comment letting me know what you like about it. It really means a lot to me. Thank you.